Bom, galera, estamos de volta aqui. Vamos começar uma nova série aqui no canal. Depois que a gente terminou o Red Dead 2 lá, vamos começar o Red Dead 1. Na verdade é uma continuação da história, né? Single player. Deitar. E aí, Tulo, beleza? Tá no trampo, mano? Eu vou mais à noite, cara. Ó o John. Rockstar.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental.
Pena não ter
but the
legenda em
state should
português,
not
né,
be
cara?
ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends. We're pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Appreciate it.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Ulster. Giddy up. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Hey!
Vamos, Jack.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as no straight effective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time. Let's go.
Yeah. Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? No, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him? You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
E aí, Colossim, beleza, cara? Seja bem-vindo aí. Obrigado por seguir na Twitch, mano.
Whoa.
Chega mais aí no chat aí.
You don't look much like no Blackwater fella.
That's because I ain't.
If I'm being honest, I don't care much for those highfalutin big city types. Not much at all.
Blackwater ain't much of a city. More of a town with delusions, but no, me neither.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Whoa there. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Let's go. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh,
Puta, já chega tomando tiro já.
poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Ué, e essa bugada aí?
Yeah!
Põe em pé em cima do cavalo.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before. Slow it up now.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folks like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
I don't have time to be waiting around.
Come on, easy up now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Try to keep up, will you?
Let's go.
Come on, boys.
Blow up.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Come on, Mr. Marston, pick up the pace.
Come on. Come.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite.
Esqueci
How
desse
about a cold
detalhe.
drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us. Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pop. Nice shoot. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Good shot. Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Mount back up. We should check out the rest of the ranch. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Easy.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. Yeah! That's it! Damn coyote! Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop.
That makes you muff.
Good shoot, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Well, we got rid of the coyote. I just wish we'd saved all the
Já era, todos mortos.
Come on.
Vamos,
You
Bob.
know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stick next to the dog, mister.
Say what you like about Drew McFarland, but he raised the proper lady. True enough. That big mountain line down by the river killed enough.
Esse cachorro tá indo, mano.
You're in trouble now, pal.
I can see you.
Christ, mister! I've given you enough chances to walk away. Sorry about this, partner.
Thank you, Captain. Hola.
Ay, madre, qué vida más dura para un peón humilde.
Watch yourself, buddy.
Voltar mais de manhã.
I believe
true enough.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
Quer apostar uma corrida, é?
Come on, boys.
Come on.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Let's go. I'm losing. Let's go.
Mesmo feio, hein?
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think best, Mr. Marston. Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do.
Dá uma passadinha no meu canal no YouTube lá pra você dar uma olhada lá.
I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens? So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
He's just an underprivileged.
Just finished helping a patient. How can I help you?
Hey, partner.
I got stock of them electric belts if you need to lose weight.
Phony. We ain't gonna maintain our regional supremacy if that bad element remains.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
Muito bom, hein?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer.
É bom relembrar os
Williamson, boy.
velhos e bons jogos, né, cara?
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what? You getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them
Tem
Williamson
muita coisa do
boys.
Play 1, Play 2 que eu tô
I got me
querendo
one of
jogar de
them
novo.
idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Aos poucos eu vou trazendo aí no canal.
Gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon. Come on, boy. Too late for cold feet now. Got it, friend?
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agent. Prey on the stages coming in and out of...
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. He spotted you. Stay on him, boy. I'm getting after him. Catch me up. Come on. Yeah.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap's Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Come on!
Yeah. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate. Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Christ alive. Take that cover behind the rock, boy. Now get to that rock. I'll shoot you in the face. Stay close. There's another one behind the outhouse, boy. Now get behind that outhouse. Ain't sure we seen the last of them. I'll teach you some respect for the law.
Who's that woman you brought with you, Martin?
Run for it. Take him alive if you can. This you, boy. I'd have preferred him to swing.
Well, he know.
I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we got this son of a bitch.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Ooh.
Tá bom, aqui com o Marshall tá mais perto.
Yeah. Come on, easy up now. Let's go.
Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. If we're nearly there, keep your eyes out for the Ballards. Everybody dismount. Follow me. Let's go! Stay alert, boys! Be ready, boys. We're probably gonna be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Rustler! Find some cover! My God! Come on, Marston! I can't take it by myself! Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you come with me or go with them. Damn you!
This way. Let's move up, boys.
That was some pretty damn good shooting, John.
Yep. Maybe you ain't the 10-foot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment.
For Christ's sake.
Looks like that's all of them for now. Let's push forward to the bridges. I'm the goddamn law.
E aí, José? Beleza, cara? Seja bem-vindo aí à Twitch, mano. Valeu por se inscrever.
You really wanna die, friend?
Your wrestling days are over.
Time to bite the dust.
I'm gonna beat the lot of you.
Chega mais aí no chat, mano. Dá uma ideia aí.
You ain't leaving Pike's Basin alive.
Follow me.
Are you kidding me?
No goddamn help you are, Marston. They're holding the bridge up ahead.
They swat rustlers like flies.
Help me, boy.
Where's your branding iron now?
That's it.
Come on, boy. You got him good. We're clear, boys. Let's get over this bridge.
Damn, those Bollard twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why'd a man break his back working 12 hours a day for a rancher who can't afford to pay him?
But the rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his cattle.
Yep, it's one of them vicious circle things the marshal keeps jawing about. Beat those sons of bitches. We got to get to that ridge.
I'll kill you twice, you son of a bitch.
Stay with me. You might as well get it up now. Push forward. We gotta get to the marshal.
You rustlers make me sick. We should cross paths with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
And he's been after these rustlers for a long time.
He'll tell you he's all about the book. Let the judge decide a man's fate, but he throws out plenty of his own justice, too. More of these some bitches. Smoke 'em, boys.
We've come from Mr. Gulch's cattle.
Marston got one. What the heck?
It's over, friend. Let's push on to the bridges.
For Christ's sake. This way.
Hey, was that you or me?
I like that Marston here.
I can't take much more of this.
I played you shallow without a reading, boy.
Jesus, well. Damn you. I'll kill the hell out of you.
All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can.
Come on. Let him have it. Watch out for the horse. They can.
Let's clear out Pike's Basin.
fácil.
Won't be rustling no more. Nice shot! Surrender, or I'll kill you all! Good shooting, boy!
Never pull your gun on somebody meaner than you.
You ain't leaving Pipe
Are you
Station
kidding?
alive! Marston swatting rustlers like flies! You sure put that feller to bed!
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
You'd say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
E agora, vamos aqui na Boone.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother-in-arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Farmers such as yourself learned how to herd cattle.
Go!
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you. Yeah.
Fool! Whoa there! Giddy up!
Come on.
He's got it.
Whoa.
Stay
there.
Nice job, Mr. Marston. That's it. Go.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Look at the cowboy.
Não sei, Zé, não é por aí não.
Let's go. Come on.
Marston! Nearly there!
All right, let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Whoa! Come on!
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Barney's gonna love this. You're doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd together now. Keep it moving! That's a big herd for your first time. Whoa.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Let's get it.
Só isso.
Whoa there.
Vai rolar a missão agora. Passar uma noite aqui pra dar o horário da missão lá.
How do you do?
Hello there.
Não deu o horário ainda. Vamos nessa daqui então.
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stick next to the dog, mister.
What do you hear?
kindly. Hello there.
Excuse me, mister.
Watch where you're going. That Bonnie's a right pretty girl. Hola. Seems there's something big hanging.
Agora sim tá disponível.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby.
Good morning, sir.
Go! You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland. Come on. Easy. Hey. Come on.
There's the horses! Get that lasso ready!
Come on, let's rope one. You gonna use that rope or not?
Come on. Come on now. Easy.
Hold on, Marston. Don't lose him. Come on then, Bronco Buster. Up you get. Keep it tight now, Marston.
Almost
Let's see
got
it, boy.
you. Relax.
Come on, let's go. Take it slow now.
Try not to spook him too much!
Show me what you got,
Come
boy.
on, baby. Calm down.
Come on,
You're doing
cowboy.
I got you.
That's it! Don't give up!
Relax now. Nearly there. That's better.
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
Good work. I'm impressed, Marston. Mount up, Marston. You leave this to me. Woo. I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, then! Let's see if you can get another one! What are you waiting for?
Come on.
We haven't got all day! Whoa! Yeah! Jump on! I've got a feeling this one's gonna break easily! You got this!
Come on.
You'll have this
Come
one,
on.
Bert.
Nearly got you.
Come on, boys!
Come on. Come on. Come on. You're mine now. God damn it. Easy. That's it.
Whoa there!
Yeah. That wasn't so bad.
You got him eating out of your hand! Nice work! I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. A life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor. But it's straight. And it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland. Come!
Gee up! Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting broncos?
That was fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day. If you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure. Come on.
How are you today? Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's head for Armadillo.
Go. You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch. Let's go. In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
How'd you meet her?
She was an orphan, too. Fell in the same bunch of reprobates I did. She did what she had to do to survive, same as I did. Can't wallow with the pigs without getting a little dirty. She's a good woman, a strong woman. That gang was the closest thing to family she ever had.
Well, now she has her own family.
Not right now, she doesn't.
Paul'll be real happy if we can wrangle some horses. We've got bills stacked up like bales of hay.
Well, you might as well strike while the iron's hot. I think I'm getting the hang of it.
There's too many folks too careless with their irons around here. That's the problem. There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston.
Slow it up now.
Let's drive them up the canyon, where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Whoa. Come on. Whoa. Slow up. Let's go. Yeah. Come on, easy up now. Yeah. Come on. Hey.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back. Get after him!
Come on. Come on. Whoa there. Calm down now. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got you now. God damn it. Relax now. Nearly there. Easy there.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Faster. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. You need help? Mister, you alive?
Fuck. God damn it. Good heavens.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Hurry, sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done for.
Just sit up straight, will you?
To Armadillo! Godspeed! What is your name, friend?
John Marston.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire!
Excuse me?
How many outlaws can a man encounter in one day?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
The Ballard twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are. My God! Come back and finish me off! That's it! Run away, pal! Clear the way! Looks like you got them all. Now, get me to a doctor. Oh, you coward! I implore you to please stay on the road!
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits, hoodlums, the scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die!
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They see a man in a well-cut suit and this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has enemies.
You do now.
I give so much, and still they take. Where are they all coming from? I knew you'd come.
What?
I knew this wasn't my time. He has a greater purpose for me.
You're delirious and plain dumb, friend.
Where's Everdo? Faster, John! Faster! Please drive carefully. Every bump is like getting struck by lightning.
Stop your moaning, old man. You'll be fine. Just sit and save some of your breath and breathing.
Dad, I embrace you.
For Christ's sakes, man, you're gonna be fine. We're nearly there.
Into your arms.
This is it. You're gonna make it.
Oh, where the devil are we?
Armadillo. We made it safe, you'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
If they wouldn't arrest me for it, I'd torch that train station.
Que é foda nesse jogo, cara. Tem o horário das missões. Aqui.
Ah, since you're here, you want to make yourself useful?
Not particularly.
Listen, son, I know you got a mission. But right now, I need another gun.
Why? What's happening?
We've had this problem for months with this group of bandits who are getting drunk and murdering settlers. Last night, they went to a big place up near Ridgewood.
They burnt the place down, killed the men, burning most of them alive, and raped the women. Women folk then got their throats slit. One of them survived and walked in here this morning.
Anyway, we got a posse gathering up near Ridgewood. Will you ride with us?
All right.
Thank you, John Marston. It's gonna be a bloody job.
Huh. I don't think I know any other kind, sir.
Hey, wait up!
Why me?
Come on.
Marston, I hear you caught up with Mr. West Dickens.
I did. For a man who claims to have found a remedy to all ailments, he was in pretty bad shape.
His tonic has helped a great many people. It's a medical breakthrough from the East, the result of years of research.
If only it could cure him of his diarrhea of the mouth.
I wouldn't be so dismissive of science if I was you. Times is changing fast.
He's no more a scientist than I am a priest. But people can spend their hard-earned money however they please.
He's certainly a character, that West Dickens.
Look, vultures.
Might just be a dead critter. Marston, take a look. Eli, you too.
Slow it up now.
Ain't no survivors here, Marshal. Man, this don't look too good.
Somebody was so busy killing people, they went and dropped their gun. Yeah. Slow up.
Let's stay on this road. Maybe the folks at Ridgewood Farm saw something.
Come!
What kind of man does that? A bunch of weak men. A pack of cowards is the most dangerous kind.
Some men are just born plain meat.
I think it's this land that makes them men, as much as the other way around. Men are born, and then they're formed. At least that's how I see it.
Look, Marshal! More bolsters!
God damn it. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's go. Man, more dead bodies. And the fire's still smoking. Those scumbags must still be around.
Come on.
Come on.
Their trail leads to Ridgewood Farm. Come on, let's hurry.
Sons of bitches!
Didn't you once run a gang of outlaws, arson?
Yeah, but not like that. It wasn't our way. At least it wasn't my way.
Killing and thieving's never right, boy. No matter how you dress it up.
Unless it's ordered by a court of law, you mean?
This is too quiet. I got a bad feeling about this. All right, boys, let's have a look around.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Come on, easy up now. Nobody's in the shed. Easy. Go. No one here. Come on. Hey. Come on.
That ain't right. No one would board up a barn like this. Break that door down. The rest of you, get your guns ready.
Holy sweet mother of mercy.
Please, please don't shoot me. Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
All right, boys, we need to get into that house right now.
Drop your guns and walk away!
This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches. Hellfire!
Ain't you a pretty little thing? As soon as you can, make a run for the shed. And keep your head down.
Porra, não deu nem tempo, cara.
All right, boys, we need to get into that house right now. I'll just talk to you in the law.
There's gonna be a lot of graves, Doug!
I see him. Careful, they might put weapons here. This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
Take one bullet. I'm gonna send a bunch just in case. You're gonna leave this in a box! Are you kidding me? Stay with me! You and me gonna have ourselves. Take a break for the shed when the coast is clear. There'll be a deputy waiting for you.
Thank you. I was convinced I was dead.
There's a deputy waiting for you in the shed out back. Make a run for it when it's clear.
Thank you. They said they were gonna kill us all.
Look like that's all of them. Let's see how the hostages are doing. Hellfire.
Some folk tried escaping to the south, but then some robbers started chasing him down like wild dogs. I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal. You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just a man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. Yeah. What is wrong with this country?
Mount up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives. People's homes.
Let's go! Get on your horse, boy! Hurry, boys. Let's get after him.
Yeah.
What's your beef with Wilson anyway, Martin?
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell you talking about?
Some people I have the displeasure of knowing want him dead.
Why does that involve you?
We used to run in a gang together. It was once like family.
If this is how you treat your family, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
That was a lifetime ago. And bearing in mind, he's left me for dead the last 2 times I've seen him. I'm about figuring we've moved past the family part.
Wait, who's that up there? You just walk away now, John. I didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me. You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys! Everybody, take cover! In that shed!
acabar com esses babacas aqui logo.
Keep together and stay in here. This is the best cover we got. That's it. Let her rip.
Guess the West still is wild.
Let it go. You'll pay
Just
for
drop
what
the
you did
gun.
at Ridgewood.
It ain't worth it. What the? This ain't good, friend.
Heads up. More of them coming down the hill.
None of you are leaving here alive. I'm sending you all to hell.
E aí, Demar, voltou, cara? Com certeza, mano. Tô ajeitando aqui já pra... Depois desse daqui vai ter um Dead Nightmare e depois o Red Dead Revolver.
You don't want to do this, my friend.
Surrender. We'll kill every last one of you. I see you, boy.
I warned you, didn't I?
Hey, look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy. Come on, Bessie. Give. Oh.
Norman Deek. Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John. Norman here is going to help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mighty kind.
Fuck you.
Hog time. Let's get him to jail.
Vou fazer mais uma desse cara aqui. Então, cara, eu consigo fazer dele direto do Play 2, cara. Aí é nostalgia, hein? Eu tava pensando em fazer umas lives do Play 2, cara. Uma saga do Onimusha. Uns GTA. Vamos ver se dá certo. Pela placa de captura, cara. Eu tenho Play 2 com OPL, entendeu? OPL você consegue pelo cabo componente, consegue fazer 1080p nele, a imagem. É com uma placa de captura você faz a transmissão, entendeu? Vai ter que ir lá na Bonne lá. A missão aqui ainda não está disponível esse horário. Ah, entendi, mano. Achei que você tava falando daquele outro Red Dead lá do Play 2, cara. Ah, às vezes você consegue melhorar um pouco sim, viu? Tem alguns filtros que você usa lá que às vezes melhora. Vai ser maneiro, hein? Vamos terminar esses daqui, aí eu faço dele. Esse daí eu nunca zerei, você acredita? Já joguei na época, mas nunca cheguei a terminar. Pois é, então, a sua GeForce, né? Eu nunca usei emulador, cara, no PC. Então, não vou saber te falar muito bem não, mas acho que tem como melhorar a imagem sim, cara.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Let's get going before the weather gets any worse.
Easy.
Don't ride off. It's closing in fast. We have two herds out grazing in
É
different
verdade, hein?
We'll need to
Tem que dar um raio lá e separa tudo, dá um trabalho do cão, mano.
real ornery in bad weather. It's more
Eu lembro
work.
dessa fase
I'll show
aqui.
you how to deal with them. I'm gonna save my voice for the herd. It's gonna be hard shouting over this storm. Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch together. This is getting nasty. It's getting harder to see anything.
Ah, por favor, tava aqui.
Hurry! Gotta move that herd!
Hey. Whoa there.
Easy up now. Whoa.
Tem umas vacas suicidas, né?
Good work! I thought we'd lose them all. Let's round up the rest. Storm's getting worse. What are you waiting for?
Slow up.
Nice work.
Whoa, whoa.
Come on, keep the herd together.
Come on.
Também vai, Gordon.
Come on. Load up now. Slow down.
Yeah, ó. Nice work. Oi, tu acha que tem sim, cara. Será que serve pra PC? Não tô lembrado não, hein? Vou dar uma pesquisada aqui, eu falo já.
Come on, you're losing control of the herd. You saved the herd back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Pô, então tem sim, cara. Eu até vi pra baixar aqui, cara. Dá uma pesquisadinha aqui no Google que você vai achar, mano. O Gun eu zerei, cara. Eu zerei, eu tenho ele aqui pro Xbox clássico, cara. Bom demais, hein? Galera, vou ter que encerrar a live aqui, mano. Por hoje. Aí, mas amanhã a gente volta aí com Red Dead 1, beleza? Obrigado o Ítalo aí e o Ademar também, Júnior, pela presença aí. E amanhã nós tá aí de novo. Beleza? A galera da Twitch aí também que acompanhou, do Facebook, valeu aí mesmo. Um abraço aí, até mais, valeu. Tamo junto aí, galera.